is the TCR cars, and then the second floor down are where the Road Sport Challenge cars all live.
Or hide.
Or hide, yes, exactly. Now, Road Sport Challenge, in the past, we've got used to seeing drivers and cars with a real mix of Mitsubishi Lancers, Subarus, Minis, Fiestas, and to an extent, Peugeots, yes, your favourite BRZs, and to an extent, the RCZs, or whether it's Peugeots, at differing levels of modification. Now, the Macau Road Sport Challenge, which is a 4-event, 8-race championship, is for the Toyota GR86 and the similar Subaru BRZ model. And over the course of the year, you get seeded, if you like, into 2 groups. And last weekend, the Road Sport Challenge had 16 from back out of the 2 groups. And this weekend, for the 70th anniversary challenge, it's the top 15 out of the group. So these are what you might say are the better drivers, the more successful drivers, although we did have a few race winners out of the championship even last weekend. So it's still going to be very, very competitive, this. And this is an absolutely perfect opportunity for the local drivers to shine. And quite rightly so, actually, because they've kept the event going over the last 3 years. It would kind of be wrong if they were jettisoned completely on the 70th year.
Agree 100%. And these are not just over the last 3 years, but some of the drivers and teams that are competing this weekend have been one of the ever-present features of Macau Grand Prix for many, many years. So absolutely superb opportunity on the world stage. The eyes of the motorsport world will be on Macau over the course of 4 days, and it is great to see new cars making up the field for what is a one-off race. It's the Macau Grand Prix 70th Anniversary Challenge. You're writing your name into history books. Who knows, you might even get a mention in the Grand Prix Museum as well, because many of the drivers that compete here as local drivers over the course of the weekend do have a mention or two in the Grand Prix Museum, because they're part of this weekend. They're as much part of the weekend as Formula 3 drivers that go on to win world championships in Formula 1. This is what Macau and the Grand Prix is all about. And, drivers from Hong Kong, China, and from Macau as well, all competing alongside with some drivers, at least one driver from mainland China as well, all competing in these Toyota GR86s, or a few, just a handful of Subaru BRZs as well. They're good cars, and we got the chance to see them going around the gear circuit last weekend, and very neat, very tidy, and yeah, they do seem to have found a home here on the gear circuit. They look right, don't they?
One of the favourites, I guess, has got to be number 7 of Lei Kit Meng, who has got lots of experience of racing here and did briefly race in the British Formula 3 Championship. He owns the RPM racing team that operates his car, and with all his experience, then he's going to be tough to beat, I would have thought. But at the moment, the drivers onto a flying lap. Other quick drivers, Adrian Chun and Carsten Tang, who's been another mainstay of the event for a number of seasons. So we'll pick out 1 or 2 of the others as the session goes through. And one thing we saw last weekend, and it's prevalent again, is because these are good road-going standard spec cars, when they hit the brakes hard at Lisboa or other places, you'll see the hazard lights come on because the car thinks it's having an emergency stop. Suddenly, all of this pressure goes through the brake pedal, and on come the hazard lights. It took us a lap or so to work out quite why the other weekend, but we got there in the end.
Why has he put his hazard lights
Exactly.
on? Why has he turned them off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And again.
They go off when you accelerate. Oh, that means. Yes.
Yeah.
But it illustrates how standard they are. Of course, they're with the full cage and full safety equipment inside, but there's very little you can do to make these other than just a desirable road car on the circuit.
I find it quite comforting, actually.
Well, yeah. And it's easy to police as well, and that's reinforced by the fact that you've got effectively 52 cars here over the weekend for the 2 elements of the Road Sport Challenge, this 70th anniversary race, and the Road Sport Challenge itself last weekend.
So they're making their way now around the gear circuit for the first of their flying laps, if you like, following the out lap from pit lane. And so therefore we have yet to have the first of our flying lap times having come through. We'll see what they do in around about a minute's time as they thread their way through police. As the right-hand 96 car of Chan King Sang in the SS Racing Team Subaru, and threading their way through Moorish. This is Donna Maria, very long left-hander, to head down now towards the Macau hairpin, this area that throughout the course of the weekend is under yellow flag. You see it just there over on the right hand side. No overtaking over the course of this weekend for obvious reasons. You can't do it. There's barely the room to get one car through, let alone two cars contesting a position in a race. So as they make their way down from the Macau hairpin down through Black Sands on towards Fisherman's, then our bend, and the conclusion of a lap. The first of the flying laps is going to come through any moment now, and we'll see what the benchmark time is going to be for these Macau Grand Prix 70th Anniversary Challenge Toyotas and Subarus. So first time is coming in. It's going to be a 3:0. It's going to be a 2:59. So Adrian Chung puts in the best of the opening laps and goes to the top of the times in car number 11. Adrian Chung with a 2:59.596. Only car to go sub 3 minutes on this first flying lap.
I was going to say, you get the feeling that the others are being a bit more cautious, don't you, with a gap of nearly 5 seconds between him and anybody else. This battle pack bodes well, doesn't it? 5 of them all trying to go for the same bit of real estate down towards Lisboa. Right, hang on to your hats because something might give here. Down to the braking zone, and the last of the late breakers. Hazard lights on. Look, number 7 to the inside. Late Kit Meng, elbows out, squeezes up the inside. I'm coming through. Please part, hold my pint, I'm coming through, he says. And Lei Kit Meng buys himself a little bit of clear track space coming out of Lisboa. That's track knowledge for you.
That was tight, wasn't it? Goodness me, very rare do you see them side by side out of Lisboa. But thank goodness, everyone came out pretty unscathed there. Wow.
Yes, we know about Macau. There are various levels of scathed. That was definitely. Right, so as you say, Adrian Chung that's the fastest, but Lei Kit Meng now, I think he's got an appointment in about 10 minutes because he's clearly on a mission, and he is the next of those that we need to see a good lap out of. 82, which is Wang Ka-hong, the
looking
Macau
urgent,
driver.
David.
Sorry?
They're looking pretty urgent.
Yes.
Need to press on with this. They have 16 minutes and 40 seconds of this session. Just checking how long they get. Yeah, they don't get the full half an hour, do they? 25 minutes this session.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's been 25 minutes for the free practice sessions, hasn't it, thus far, for the non-F3 activity that we've had this morning. We've still got, of course, more TCR and GT cars to look at before we get into the second round of track activity. So today, the longest day, as it were, with free practice sessions, and these cars will also have a second session this afternoon.
We have a rare situation at the moment that there are spare seats in the grandstands because normal life is going on around Macau. People go to work, you know, and they do so in the distance. We can see just over the water and the bridge that runs normal life taking place. Taxis running about, going over towards the ferry terminal. Normal life is happening in Macau. So many people at work at the moment, albeit it's a slightly noisy work environment, isn't it? As a motorcycle or a touring car comes whizzing by, you wait till the GT cars come out.
Indeed. It's a 6 kilometre long circuit, and yet you forget actually the size of Macau. It's only really one little corner of the region that is taking the event. You know, last night, as Adam was saying earlier on, we explored a different part of Macau, and there you wouldn't know the race was in town at all, and yet so much focus on here. And although
they still had yellow and black curbs.
Still had yellow and black curbs, yellow and black barriers, and everybody does embrace it. That's for sure, because they know about all the tourism that's coming to the area. But
over 2 weekends this year,
precisely, which has been great to see.
It's a real boost, a real bumper. We're looking at we are looking on the timing screen, number 99, which is Lo Pak Yo. And that car has gone purple in 4 out of the 5 sectors. So I think we can expect something pretty special on this lap for the 99 car. And we do. Goes top. 2:53.9.
Perfect lap with all absolute best. It's 5 sectors better than anybody else's. And Therefore, he is nearly 3 seconds quicker than anybody else, with 14 minutes and change on the clock, just 22:11 local time. So the cars pound up the hill. One car Hong 82 looking quick. Where's Lei Kit Meng in all of this? Only 4th fastest. There he is, number 7. So he's wriggled himself through to the head of that little queue, as there is 99. That is Lo Pak Yu, the driver that's at the top of the times. Hits the brakes.
We can tell.
Yes, indeed. Yes. You don't need brake lights.
Brake early warning system.
Yeah, exactly. So he is on his own, and he's done it again. Look, absolute best sector 1. Lei Kit Meng, number 7. Coming under attack, isn't he now? So he's been given a tough time by Adrian Chung, who is 3rd. And I think Chung will be a bit miffed about this because he's being held up slightly.
So Lo Pak Yu, top of the times, car number 99, does it again. Sector 2, overall best. So purple in sectors 1 and 2 for Lo Pak Yu. On the previous lap, it was a 2:53.9. That was good enough to go top of the times by 2.6 seconds. I hope this doesn't get even closer than it is, because Lei Kit Meng is, as you say, under pressure. More like a race than free practice, isn't it? That's Donna Maria, the long left-hander, now on the run down towards the no overtaking zone at the Macau hairpin. Spare a thought for the bus drivers, because it's not just race cars that have to get around the Macau hairpin.
Oh, it's buses as well.
It's buses as well. Yeah, let me finish the sentence a bit randomly heralding bus drivers.
Anybody else you'd like to offer sympathy for today?
No, not really.
The other workers?
2:53.9 is the benchmark time we're looking for Lo Pak Yu. And yeah, so not a personal best in the 3rd sector.
Across the line has just gone up to 3rd, Chen Kin Sang, and that's in one of the Subarus. So it's Toyota Subaru at the moment, the BLZ. There goes Lei Kit Meng back up to 3rd, and Adrian Chung down to 5th. Didn't improve, as I say, because he was being stuck in that traffic, really.
So Lei Kit Meng, one of the regular front runners here at Macau, car number 7. How the cars skip. You say that these cars are pretty close to the road-going version of the car, and there are so many ways in which you can see that, can't you?
Lei Kit Meng getting out of the way now. As past him will go Adrian Chung. So let's see what he can do now that he's been released here. Chan Chi Ha has just gone 2nd aboard number 25. The driver in another of the Toyotas, which are numerically the more popular, but the Subarus give a good account of themselves nonetheless. So Adrian Chung now trying to get clear, the Hong Kong driver heading up the hill. And it's Lo Pak Yu then who is still the fastest.
Adrian Chung pulled away a little bit from Lei Kit Meng once it got past on the run down towards Lisboa. So Lei Kit Meng with a little bit of daylight between himself and Adrian Chung. Adrian Chung, 5th position, car number 11, the 2 cars we're looking at now. And Lei Kit Meng, car number 7, in 3rd position. Lo Pak Yu it is, and number 2, that's a good improvement there for number 2, which is Ho Chi Fai. Ho Chi Fai with a time of 2:55.430 goes 2nd, brings the gap down at the front of the field to 1.5 seconds, so 1.5 seconds. The number 2 car of Ho Chi Fai, Macau driver, Hong Kong China driver for top slots at the moment, car number 99, Lo Pak Yu. And the gap between the top 2, 1.5 seconds. 3rd quickest at the moment, 1.25. That's the car of Chan Chi Ha, another driver we've seen compete regularly here at Macau. And the time on the previous lap was a 2:56.6. 3rd position for the Macau driver, and into the pit lane. Let's have a look at Adrian Chung. Now he's got past Lei Kit Meng. He's gone personal best sectors 1 and 2, overall best sectors 3 and 4. This could be a significant lap for Adrian Chung, having got past the car of Lei Kit Meng, waiting for Adrian Chung in car number 11. That car on your screen now, about to complete the lap. What's it going to do on the timing screen? Up towards the line, crosses the timing beam, and car number 11 is top. So there we go, 3 purple sectors, 2:51.9 for Adrian Chung. So that was a good lap.
Yeah, and nearly 2 seconds quicker than anybody else now. So a very, very good effort, as you say. Lo Pak Yu will try to fight back, and this hasn't been a bad lap. 3 personal bests in the sectors. Another improver, Rui Valent, who's up to 9th now. Rui Valent in the #1 premium racing team entry. Over the line goes Lo Pak Yu. He improves, doesn't go top, but he brings the margin from 1.9 down to 2/10. Number 2 there is Mochi Fai, and that's another of the Subarus. Down to the Macau hairpin. And it was on the approach there last weekend in the GT4 race that we had a track blockage. Somebody tried to make a move coming out of Donna Maria before they got to the yellow, which wasn't an inspired idea, and the net result was that the track was blocked and the race abandoned.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky up there, isn't it? It's a bit tight. So Adrian Chung, top of the times, and on the ensuing lap, the following lap, has put a couple of personal bests in on sectors 1 and 2. It's come on number 2, Lo Pak Yu.
Mochi Fai.
Mochi Fai.
5th fastest, but he's not going to be an improver, is he?
Not at all on that lap. That was a 3:03 compared to the best lap of 2:55. So that car, 5th position at the moment. So a drop in order actually on that lap.
Yeah.
Improvement for number 96, and that's the car of Chan Kin Sang. The SS Racing Team entered Subaru. Adrian Chung, top of the time, 7.5 minutes just under of the session remain. And we're looking at the red machine. Again, a Subaru. Television director, if they want to show equal footage of Subarus and Toyotas, have got a hard job, because there are a lot of Toyotas in this field. It's a great entry for the 70th anniversary of the Macau Grand Prix Challenge.
It's interesting, isn't it, the way that different brands evolve. You know, you instantly think Subaru is a rally brand, except it's not been in world rallying for quite a long time now. It had a touring car period with the Estate Lavorgues and the British Touring Car Championship, but now in these very popular, if you like, entry-level sports cars, it's another brand, and again promoting it through the sport.
Certainly in this part of the world, Subarus have been track racing cars pretty much throughout. And you're right to say that most significantly associated with rallying, maybe because they had iconic liveries, iconic teams running the cars, and some significantly iconic rally drivers.
True. Adrian Chung there getting a tow. He's fastest. He's stretched the margin again to 9/10 of a second, but he was right in the wheel tracks as Lo Pak Yu goes fastest again, number 99. So this lap's going to matter to Chung, and actually the tow didn't so much work. More, he got held up in traffic in number 11. So he goes out of Lisboa with just under 6 minutes on the clock. So Lo Pak Yu, even though he junked a bit of time in the last sector, still the fastest at the end of that previous lap.
Probably worth a quick mention for number 81, which is Hu Zhou Liang. And Hu Zhou Liang has put in an overall best in the first sector. Not forever, though, because Lo Pak Yu has now done that. So Lo Pak Yu, at the start of a lap, has put in a purple. He's top of the times now, demoting Adrian Chung down to second. And Lo Pak Yu with an overall best in sector 1 for the 99 car.
That is Ho Zhu Ling heading up towards the line. Lo Pak Yu going quicker again last time around, and in the first sector of the next lap faster still. So he's getting on with the programme very nicely. Still a bit confused as to why Rui Valent is so far down the order, 13th fastest.
Yeah, that is a question. Car number 1, premium racing team entered Subaru for Rui Valent. just coming out of the pit lane now, actually, with 4.5 minutes just over of the session remaining. What about Adrian Chung? He's gone purple in sector 3. Lopak Yu has gone purple in sector 1. These are the top 2 cars. So Lopak Yu in car number 99 is top of the times, 2:51.164. There's only a tenth between them at the top of the times, 0.135 of a second to be precise. So this is a great battle between cars 99 and 11. And Adrian Chung has now gone purple in the 4th sector as well. So he's currently in 2nd position. He's got 2 purple sectors on this lap as Adrian Chung, car number 11. What's it going to be in sector 5? Can he wrest back the top spot from Lopak Yu, car number 99? We shall see in just a few moments' time. 3 minutes and 50 seconds, just under, of the session remaining. And this is only free practice. Purple in sector 5 as well for Adrian Chung, but doesn't improve in the overall order. 2:51.2.
Carson Tang, number 48, also hustling on, and he's up to 7th on his previous lap. And on this one, it's been a bit yo-yo, hasn't it? Good first sector, and then lost time elsewhere in the Wacos-backed car. Up towards the timing line he comes, breaks the beam now, and Carson Tang's lap is no quicker, so he stays 7th fastest. The good thing is, though, Alan, I don't think I've seen a damaged car yet. We haven't even had one up the escape road. He says, tempting fate.
Today is a good day, a really good day. Absolutely loving this, actually. It's been really good sessions for the 3 sessions we've had today for Formula 3 cars and then the China Touring Car Cup and now the Macau 70th Anniversary Challenge. They've actually been able to make good use and get into a groove during the session. So without stoppages, they can put lap after lap. They can do what they intended to do, what they planned to do. Maybe come into the pit lane, maybe have a look at tyre pressures, send the car back out, and actually do the program of activity that they planned to do. And that has been the case so far today. You know, it really is a good day today because I think that the sunshine is also trying to peek through as well. It's getting a bit warmer here at Macau, and the ambient temperature this afternoon I think is going to be significantly warmer than this morning. A bit of a chill in the air first thing this morning, but I think this afternoon we've got sunshine planned, which will be great for the spectators. That over the course of today there'll be more and more of them filling up the grandstand seats. Even more tomorrow, it being Friday here in Macau, and then the weekend, well, you won't get a spare grandstand seat over the course of Saturday and Sunday because we'll be racing on Saturday, qualification races, and racing on Sunday, ultimately for the Formula 3 Macau Grand Prix. What a weekend, what a celebration, the 70th anniversary of the Macau Grand Prix, and this, the anniversary challenge. So the flag is imminent as now Damon Chan goes up to the very top of the times with a 2:51. So he's only a tenth quicker than anybody else, but it's another good effort, isn't it? Really good effort, yeah. 2:51.035. So a tenth of a second quicker than Lopak Yu, who is second. 1 minute remains on the clock for this free practice session. There we go, there's the hazard lights flashing away on Damon Chan's car. Top time at the moment, 2:51.035. That's the run through San Francisco, up San Francisco Hill, and on the tight and twisty section of the circuit now. So Damon Chan, top time, 2:51.035. Lopak Yu second, car number 99, 2:51.164. Adrian Chung third, car number 11. Lei Kit Meng in fourth place, car number 7. The number 96 car of Chan Kin Sang in fifth position, time of 2:53.683, and completing the top 6. The number 25 car of Chan Chi Ha. Chan Chi Ha with a time of 2:53.930. 2-1, checkered flag. Checkered flag goes out after 25 minutes of free practice for the Macau Grand Prix 70th Anniversary Challenge. Free practice 1 is complete. It's Damon Chan who is top time, 2:51.035. And David, the thing about this is those top times, certainly the top 3, very close.
Absolutely right. And over a 6 kilometre long circuit, so we're talking about tenths, is impressive, and so early in the weekend, because again, as more people further down the order get a bit more confident in the track, they'll find that bit more pace, they'll get closer to what the likes of Damon Chan have been doing this morning. So yeah, bodes well. And again, as we've been making the point, these are the best, or amongst the best, drivers in the championship this year because of where they finish in the points. So it stands to reason that they're going to be operating at a high level. And as
they're not done yet, you know.
No. This is Summer Chen heading towards the line. Further improvements are possible, and another practice session to go later on. I think it's going to be a really lively race.
I think
when we
it
get
will.
there on Sunday.
I think you're absolutely
Second
right.
race, yeah.
Lopak Yu has done an overall best in sector 1 on this final lap. Adrian Chung has done an overall best in sectors 2 and 3. Adrian Chung. This looks like it might be quite a way to finish the session. So personal best for Adrian Chung, currently in 3rd place. Top time, Damon Chan has stayed out and has completed the final lap at 2:55. So no improvement there for Damon Chan with his lap time. Still sits on top of the times, but we're looking at Adrian Chung and Lopak Yu, 2nd and 3rd. It's not competitive, it's not going to make any difference as far as grids are concerned, but certainly it does throw down the marker for the weekend, doesn't it? And shows us the kind of pace. Adrian Chung has let me down. He hasn't gone personal best in sector 4 or overall best. He's got 2 overall bests in sectors 2 and 3. It just makes you wonder, has Adrian Chung backed off? No, not really. Still a good time in that sector, 37.9 in sector 4. Just waiting for the final sector for the number 11 car. That's the number 2 car of Mochi Bai. And the number 2 car finishing up, taking the checker flag in 11th place. But no purple for Adrian Chung. So no improvement. Got excited about nothing.
But right at the very end, Lopak Yu does go quicker.
Oh, well
and
done.
Does a 2 minutes 50.432. All of a sudden, we're back with a 6/10 margin. So that was an interesting lap with an absolute best, 2 personals, and then a bit of time lost in sectors 4 and 5. But nailed it all together, and Lopak Yu fastest at the end of free practice 1 for the Macau Grand Prix 70th anniversary challenge. And Lopak Yu, Damon Chan, and then Adrian Chung, the top 3 from Lei Kit Meng, Chen Kin Sang, and Chan Shi Ha rounding out the top 6. But we didn't have that many pit stops. We certainly didn't have any incidents. That has been our safest session of the lot over the course of 3 days of activity, 2 days last weekend. It was a really compressed timetable last week, so anybody that found themselves in strife early on was really in the wars for the rest of the weekend. But at the end of FP1 for the 70th anniversary challenge, it is Lopak Yu ahead of Damon Chan by just over 0.6 of a second. Adrian Chung 3rd from Lei Kit Meng and Chen Qing Thang, then Chan Chi Ha, Ko Tim Tak 7th, and 8th fastest was Ho Zhu Liang. Carlson Tang 9th, and the top 10 rounded out by Su Yang Hong. 11th Mochi Fai ahead of Wan Ka Hong. Duncan Leung 13th from Leung Yok Choi 14th, and then 15th fastest was Leung King Hei, and we'll see how the times compare once we get to the second free practice session, which will come up later in the day.